This toss time between the Clove Challengers and the defending champion Saffron Strikers in match number 2 of It is toss time between the Clove Challengers and the defending champion Saffron Strikers in match number 2 of the season 4 in the Dream 11 Spicel T10 tournament. The match referee, Mr. Carl Felix, and our two captains, the home captain, Daryl Cyrus, and the away captain, Preston McSween. Mr. Match referee, over to you.
Coin head, tail. Okay. No, this is the home captain.
The call is for a head by Preston McSween, and it is a head. Clove Challengers have won the toss. Preston McSween, first up, what will be the decision of the Clove Challengers?
We come to a decision, and it's like that we will bat first today because of the situation of the wicket. It seems a little bit dry, and I believe that it's going to stay a little low at the later part of the inning. So that's the decision I made today.
All right. You guys, a new season for you. Kind of kept the core together, and new season, some familiar players. What would be expectations for this season?
No expectations. It's all about just playing good cricket, coming out and enjoy. We have fans, we have people who we need to make proud. So that's our motivation at every day. And just to play good cricket, you have some players who want to make the Grenada team as well. So you have a lot at stake, but it's just about enjoyment and playing good and competitive cricket for us.
Total, you think you guys can successfully defend later on?
Well, the aim is on this wicket is 100. So if we could bowl along the Saffron Strikers at 100, then we're in the game.
All right, well, Preston, all the best to you guys for this match and the rest of the season. Defending champion Daryl Cyrus asked to bat first up in the tournament. What's your take on the toss?
Ask the ball first, sorry.
Sorry, you asked the ball first. Preston decided to bat first.
Actually, if I won the toss, I would have ball as well. So that's something that went in my favor already. Hopefully, at the end, the end result will be in my favor as well.
A lot of pressure on you guys coming back as the defending champions. What are your expectations for this season?
I don't want to put too much pressure on the team, but nobody has never defended this tournament before, so that is the main plan.
All right, and you said no pressure on you guys. Quite a familiar unit returning must be in your favor.
Yeah, for sure. The same. We at least have like 7 to 8 players from the last season, so that's good for the team.
All right, well, Daryl, all the best to you and Saffron for this match, and we look forward to you guys playing in some entertaining cricket for the tournament.
All right, thanks.
So that's the news from the middle. Preston McSween of Clove Challengers won the toss, and they decided to bat first in the second encounter of this day 1 action.
We are at the start of match number 2, match day 1, the Spicel Dream 11 T10 tournament. That's an awesome shot right there. The reason why I can tell you that is because that structure that you're seeing right up to the top of your screen with the steeple, that's the Piti Esperance Catholic Church. Now that church has been one of the more renowned and long and that building has been up there for almost for centuries, and it's a landmark. That's the term I was trying to find. It's a landmark within the parish of St. David and the general community, and it is hovering over this beautiful Lassages playing field, as you could see it all the way up in the distance to the top right-hand corner of your screen. And now we cascade down to the beautiful batting paradise in St. David that we call the Lassages playing field. Match number 2, the defending champions, the Saffron Strikers, led by Daryl Cyrus, the off-break bowler Daryl Cyrus, and his wicketkeeper is Anil Matthew. Not playing today for the Saffron Strikers, Jamie Buddy and Rudolph Haling. Those two are out. The team fields quickly: Kem Charles, Daryl Cyrus, Nicobi John, Sheldon Joseph. Anil Matthew is not playing. Anil Matthew is playing. Rudolph Haling is not playing. Shaban Noel, Javel St. Paul, Raquel Sylvester, Raphael Walker, Ruel Williams, and Ryshawn Williams. Who have we got for the Clove Challengers? Quickly, Clyde.
The Clove Challengers, we see the likes of Kellis Andrew, Calvin Blush, Kazari Charles, Amikel Dubisset, Javed Hazard, Deron Hippolyte, Haston Jackson, Devoni Joseph Smith, Preston McSween, the captain, Kurt Murray, and Darren Ned.
All right, well, the Saffron Strikers, of course, the defending champs and looking to repeat. No team has repeated at the start of this tournament. This is the 4th edition. The very first one was won by the Nutmeg Warriors, and the Nutmeg Warriors has been featured in all the finals of these tournaments so far. Let's see what will happen this year, but the defending champs are off. They are fielding. They've sent the Clove challengers into bat on this hot sunshiny day, a maximum of 31 degrees. According to our friends at the Met Office, it could feel like as high as 36 outside there in the middle without any shade. Immediately questions are being asked. Ball drifting down the leg side. The opening batters for the Clove challengers, Devonnie Smith and Javed Hazard. And Kem Charles on the attack for Saffron Strikers. He's driving, but can't beat the field. Firmly struck. Kem Charles coming from the main road end. There's the main road end, and of course there's the river end or the pavilion end. Wide. Kem Charles. He's known to be always on the attack as a bowler. And Devonnie Smith. Firmly struck through the offside for 1. Not gathering quickly is Charles, and Saffron Strikers crosses for 2, and the first runs are on the board. And so 3 now without loss. There was a wide earlier, so that was 1, but first runs off the bat. And did he get anything on it? It came to the boundary for 4, and yes, a faint edge swinging down the leg side. Let's take a look at it, Clyde.
Yeah, Charles just straining in line, and easy pickings there for Joseph. He got a little tickle onto it and down to the boundary for 4.
So Charles getting some turn here. He's extracting some turn from this batting wicket. Big movement for Charles, especially to the left-hander.
Yeah, his feature is really keeping the ball away from the batsman, especially the left-hander. You can see him going wide as much as possible. That time here, he went a little too straight, and the batsman was able to get into the line. But his feature is always to ask the batsman to reach for it.
And the final delivery brings up 4, just slightly backward a square. It's 4 runs. So Devonnie Smith and Javed Hazard have started the attack for the Clove challengers. 14 without loss at the end of 1. Ruel Williams will be brought into the attack for the Saffron Strikers. He's a quick medium pacer. It's Williams. He's a quick medium pacer. This time he's right there, wicket to wicket. It wasn't expressed, that one. Just trying to find his right line and length. That's what you want to do at this stage of the innings. Your very first delivery, and somewhere inside the first 2 or 3 deliveries, make sure and you get the line and length right.
Yeah, what we've seen so far is that the deliveries that are short tends to sit up. Batsmen have enough time to hit. Once you pitch it up, you ask questions.
He's gone with him this time. He did, in fact, pitched it up and peeling off a thick outside edge. And it's 4 runs.
Yeah, good shot there by Hazard, looking to attack anything that is pitched up. But what was in his favor is that the delivery was pretty wide, so he was able to free the arms and actually get it over the infield.
Not carrying, not carrying. When these two teams met last year, it was a low-scoring encounter. In the 60s, Saffron Strikers won by 7 wickets. A lot has changed in the lineups of these teams. Ryan John was the captain last time around. Darrell Cyrus was always there, but Darrell Cyrus now the captain of the Saffron Strikers. Gian Benjamin also played with this team last year.
Yeah, so quite a bit of changes in the lineup.
This time he's gone with him straight over long arm. That's 6 runs. Hugged it nicely and made clean contact. You could hear the sound of the willow. A proper 6.
Beautiful shot there by Hazard, looking to get after the ball. And really, we know Hazard has the potential to hit it once it's up in the arc, and you give him that sort of room, he doesn't need any invitation.
Thick outside edge, a shout of catch. Diving wicket keeper, but to no avail. A first slip might have just gobbled it up, but
I think the wicketkeeper there was a bit slow to react. Could have given a better effort. Maybe just actually getting himself off the ground might have yielded a different result.
Are you suggesting that he was planted?
I think he moved pretty slowly in terms of getting close to that one.
So Darrell Cyrus now brings himself into the attack inside for the start of the 3rd over. And immediately they're taking a liking to him. It's going to go all the way for 4. So Devon Smith not wasting any time. He's not going to allow him to settle.
I think the wicket is playing really well, and you see evidence of it right there. He played through the line of that delivery. It's coming back at him, and he was able to just... Yeah, the room that he got. Again, this time Cyrus just tightened it up a bit.
Good comeback from Darrell Cyrus. His first delivery went for 4. Since then, he's been pretty tidy. Reverse, good shot, good shot. Oh, that was beautiful from Devon Smith. He timed it to perfection, and he got 4.
Good to see from the youngster, Devonnie Smith. I mean, pulling out the reverse sweep and executing it to perfection. I mean, that tells you a lot about his confidence.
Again, he's gone with him. Is this one going to carry for 4? Doesn't. Made a mess of it outside there. Made a mess of it outside. That looks like Kem Charles it was. No, it's not Charles. Charles is at point. He's gone with him this time. It's gone for 6. So Devonnie Smith is gone for the big one. That's 6.
Yeah, again, good confidence shot. I think this is what I've seen so far from Smith. He's full of confidence, not really holding back anything. It's in the arc, it's hittable, and he's going after it.
All right, well, we have some cricket being played around the world. Of course, you know that the ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup is in action, and 2 powerhouses meeting today, Australia and England. Australia batting first, mounted 201 for 7 of their 20 overs. 201 for 7, that's a massive score from Australia. And England in chase are now 25 without loss inside the 3rd over. So we're going to monitor that for you and bring you up to speed on it as we go through. The West Indies will be in action later on tonight as well. And here at the Lassa Just playing field, more T10 action. More hitting action. That's brutal. That's 6 runs again. So Javed Hazard has now turned on the switches.
Again, as you say, the batter's no nonsense. In the arc, he's going to hit through the line of the ball. This is his strength. This is what he does best, Javed Hazard. He plays through the line of the deliveries, and once you get it there, he wouldn't hesitate.
He's got a thick edge on this one. He's gone for 4 over the wicket keeper. So Shaban Noel not having a good first over so far. He's gone for 10 already in just 2 deliveries. And Javed Hazard has rocketed to 28. Shaban Noel, nippy bowler. Can push through the faster one. He's gone with him again. He's looking for more runs. Just 1. They thought about the second, but Kem Charles is down there in the deep. Just 1.
Hazard is really in an aggressive mode. He seems intent on making sure that he utilizes this over. The power play has ended, the field is spread, but that doesn't stop him from going.
Again, here he comes hard, hitting, explosive, and straight over the boundary. Devonnie Smith is meaning business here at the Lassa Just playing field inside the 4th over. Clove challengers are 62 without loss.
This is awesome hitting. This is awesome hitting. This is what T10 is about. It's about clearing the boundaries, and Smith and Hazard, they're showing that they are prepared to clear the boundary at every given opportunity.
Oh, there's a whole lot of discussion taking place now. Shaban Noel has been pillaged and plundered in this over so far. Looking to go with him again, but he's going to be penalized. He's going to have to do it over. It's a wide.
This is a pretty entertaining start from the Clove challengers.
More runs again. Didn't make hold of it as he wanted to. Just reaching out to the edge of the boundary. looking for so much aggression and not timing it.
Yeah, but Nobel again guilty of the half trackers. We said that once it's pitched halfway, it tends to sit up and ask the batsman to hit it. And Smith in this form doesn't need another invitation.
Oh. Yeah, the umpires are conferring now. Yes, they signal 4 because the ball did touch the ropes. So that's 4 more of the previous delivery. He's gone with him again. And that one goes all the way. 6 runs. 6 runs. So Shaba Noel is a sweet food in this over. Went for 28 runs.
Again, guilty of pitching the ball just too short on this wicket. With that type of pace, you can't pitch the ball short and allow the batsman to get into it. It's more or less a free hit. So he was not as disciplined as the captain needed him to be.
He's going to have to do something special. These Saffron strikers will have to do something special immediately. After 4, the score has gone to 73 without loss. And that's the end of the power play at the end of the 4th over. So now the restrictions are lifted inside the 30-yard circle. Darrell Cyrus has a lot of thinking to do now. 73 in 4 overs. Wow.
That's a rocket of a start. With a start like that, 120 will definitely, once they continue in this vein, will be a sure staple for this match.
You say 120? We're inside 4 overs. 70 multiplied by 2 is 140 with 2 overs to go still. Where's your math? That's beaten him. Beaten Darrell Cyrus. Remember Clyde Rondell, John, you're a teacher by profession. Your students are listening. What school do you teach at again?
With the field spread, Jason, I didn't double it. The field spread tells me that the possibility of a reduction is there. So this match is a match well pleased. But you will hope for the sake of the Saffron Strikers being the defending champions, they will definitely come back and get a stranglehold on this game.
Well, Sheldon Joseph has been brought. Some good running. Good running by Clove challengers. So they've been moving very well between the wickets, these Clove challengers. Very purposeful in their batting. Again, there's a fielder placed on the edge of the circle, so that's an easy run. Playing with soft hands. Sometimes these runs come not from the hard, explosive batting, but just gentle touches.
And definitely needed a bit of finesse.
This time he's gone again. Dissects both fielders down there straight, and that's more runs. Looks like another 4. What will the umpire signal? Did it touch the ropes? Let's see. Well, it didn't. It's not 4.
Yeah, that was good work, good combination work by the two fielders there.
More of a miracle.
So you look at it, so you're gonna see the hand just boxing it back there quickly. Really good. Really well done there by the fielders.
Well, the umpire does signal 4 now. They have confirmed with the third umpire. I think what it is that the body of the fielder was just over the ropes. They're looking at the replay, and so they're having their conversations between those umpires on the field and upstairs. Let's take a look at it. Okay, that's what it was. What it was when the fielder who parried the ball in, while he was touching the ball, he was colliding with the other fielder who was already outside. Oh, slower ball. Well bowled. So it's all happening here. The last just playing field. At the end of 5, 79 without loss. Devonnie Smith is on 39 and Javed Hazard on 31. Smith on 38, sorry, and Hazard on 31. 79 without loss. And we're halfway through the innings.
Yeah, and it says that Saffron Strikers, they really have to do a lot to pull this game back. So far, the Clove Challengers have started really well.
We're also monitoring that game between these two powerhouses. Match number 17 inside the group stages of the ICC T20 Cricket World Cup. I want to bring our Facebook viewers monitoring this cricket up to speed. The powerhouse of Australia, 201 for 7 of their 20, and England in response at the end of 5 are 48 without loss. Javel St. Paul will pick up the attack from the commentary booth end. It's sat up there for almost half a year. It's sat up there for almost 6 months, that last delivery. Just waiting to go anywhere, and it turned out to be buys.
Yeah, really not collected well. The keeper really didn't do any justice to his team. They're under a bit of pressure. Any run that could be saved now is really valuable, and him not really collecting that one, allowing it to go through, is just easing the pressure.
Wide again. The score now moves on to 84 without loss. The Clove Challengers batting first in this encounter against the defending champs, the Saffron Strikers. The Clove Challengers are 84 without loss. Oh. I really thought he would have gotten away there. Lucky for the bowler. The batsman would certainly feel a little bit deprived, Devonnie Smith.
Yeah, the mode of these two batters out there, they're looking to really get after the Saffron Strikers bowling. And so far, they've been brutal on anything short.
Down the track he goes, up, hard, high, over, and 6 runs. So Devonnie Smith is not letting up. His foot is on the accelerator, and he's sounding a warning to these Saffron Strikers this afternoon.
Yeah, really, he's in that mode. 45 from 21 deliveries. It tells you that he is going at a strike rate of 214. So definitely he is not letting up. It doesn't matter who, but he is ready to go.
St. Paul comes in, and this time it balloons up in the air. Will it carry? It goes for 6 again. So Devontae Smith has brought up his half century in good style, with good zest. 6 of the bowling of Javel St. Paul. And the score now moves on to 96 without loss. That's a dream start.
Well, very much so. A dream start for Devontae Smith, a young under-19 cricketer coming into the T10 tournament for the first time. And this is his first innings, registering 50 runs.
Slower delivery, watchful. Smith surely would be thinking that he wants to bat all the way through now. We're just almost halfway there. Well, we just crossed the halfway mark. 1 delivery remaining in the 6th over, sorry. Well played. Slower delivery. Watchful. He's going to get 1 for it. 97 without loss at the end of 6.
Yeah, really, really impressive start from the Clove challengers. I mean, you look at the 2 batsmen out there and you see how composed they are. You see how much they mean business, and they're just looking to roll along their merry way. Hazard 31 from 12 deliveries. Smith 52 from 24 deliveries. They are on a mission.
Very intimate setting here at the Lassajes playing field. Folks in the parish of St. David love with their cricket. He's bowled him. He's bowled him. That's the sound of timber. So Devontae Smith, after getting to his half century, goes for 52. And redemption for redemption for Ruel Williams, picking up the wicket of Devontae Smith for 52. So the breakthrough comes at 97 for 1. It's a good knock from Smith.
Yeah, really impressed with it, with the young Smith coming into this T10 tournament. His first innings in this season, and coming in and striking a whirlwind, I would put it, 52 from 25 deliveries. I mean, the confidence of this young man coming from the recently concluded under-19 tournament where they won all their games, the Grenada team. So he's part of that team, and it says that, you know, his confidence is really high, and we can just look forward to a lot more from him.
So Clove challengers with a lot of work to do. Saffron strikers with more work to do. Busy weekend in cricket around the world. Between these 2 powerhouses, a lot of the cricket being played now. We're monitoring that match between England and Australia. Going to bring you up to speed on that in just a little bit. Ruel Williams will continue. And immediately he comes in and has Darren Ned in a bind. Darren Ned not knowing north from south on that one.
Again, pitching it up, not looking to give him any room. Nice and straight. Just unfortunate he was not able to repeat hitting the timber.
He's been on target. Rural Williams. His captain, Darren Ned, would need him. His captain, Preston McSween would want Javed Hazard and Darren Ned to continue in this vein. But Daryl Cyrus would love the fact that Rural Williams is now wicket to wicket. Just as we spoke, the commentator's curse, they call it. He's gone over long on for 6.
Again, Hazard hitting straight. He made room for himself, came down the wicket at the delivery. He recognizes what Williams is about, and he adjusted really nicely. Got the middle of the bat. Long on just had to watch the ball sail over his head.
Going for more runs this time. It's not going to carry to the boundary for 6, but they get 1. They come back for 2. And comfortable 2 it is. So the 100 does come up, but they're now 106 for 1 inside the 7th over. Just 1 delivery remaining inside the 7th over. Ruel Williams has gone for 24 already. Slinging action, and that brings up the end of his spell. Javed Hazard is on 39. Darren Ned is on 1 for the Clove challengers. 106 for 1. 7 overs gone.
Good end to his spell there by Ruel Williams. His 2 overs costing him 24, picking up 1 wicket. A very important breakthrough for the Saffron strikers.
Javel St. Paul will continue. He was sent about the ground for 14 in his first over. In the meantime, Darren Ned doing some adjustments. Daryl Cyrus showing a lot of confidence in Javel St. Paul in this innings. He's gone for 14 in his first over. He's hoping that he can pick up a wicket or 2 in this one, as the Clove challengers tend to become a little bit more explosive nearer the end of the innings.
Yeah, St. Paul is a really good all-round cricketer. Very handy pace bowler, good hard-hitting batsman, and so a lot of confidence the captain will place on him.
Head in the air, not maintaining proper contact with the ball, and as is customary, the batsman then rehearses the approved stroke.
Again, I think he was outfoxed there by St. Paul, who held this one back. Really using his variations, St. Paul.
Slower delivery, picked it up nicely, cleanly. Will it carry all the way? Yes, it does. That's 6. So this 63-meter boundary, no match at all for these batsmen so far. They've been clearing the boundary with ease. That's what people came to see. 6s and 4s.
You know, Jason, that was a really good shot. What I approve of is that he actually waited on that delivery and he swung through the line of it, realizing it was a slower delivery.
Beaten for pace here, saw him coming. And smart bowling by Javel St. Paul, banging it in a little shorter. Saw him coming down the wicket. $112 for 1. So he was signaler wide. Saw him coming down the wicket and had to bang it in a little shorter. The umpires having a bit of conversation outside there. I can use the opportunity quickly to bring you up to speed. England needing 129 of 77 deliveries to beat Australia. Australia, who had a huge score of 201 for 7. England are 73 for 1. So they've stood up to the challenge so far, the Englishmen. We've seen a few upsets in this World Cup cricket already. Biggest one for me was USA beating Pakistan. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Shorter delivery in, it's gone. It's gone. So Darren Ned has picked up the middle. And suddenly Javel St. Paul is bowling something the size of a basketball.
Yeah, we know Darren Ned is a really good, clean striker of the cricket ball. You saw him in that Windward Volcano Nepal game, and I mean, everyone knows his ability. And definitely the likes of St. Paul will have to be spot on in order to really knock him over. So far, he has gotten the best of St. Paul.
Holding back that one just a little bit. Danger, danger, danger. He could be run out. Now they get the extra run. So it's all happening. It's all happening. It's not looking too good for the stats for Javel St. Paul. He's been brutalized in this over so far. He's gone with him again. This one will travel down the throat of the man down there in the deep. Comfortable catch. Didn't have to move a muscle. Javed St. Paul, Javed Hazard picked him out cleanly. And he was brilliantly caught down there. That looks like Andrew, Kellis Andrew, doing the catch, and he didn't have to move a muscle. It went straight to him. And Clove Challengers are 120 for 2 at the end of 8.
Yeah, really good strike from Hazard. Unfortunately, the trap was set. 2 men out at the mid-wicket region, and he picked out one of them with surgical precision. Cyrus will feel happy to see the back of Hazard. He has been going great guns, 39 from 16. It says that he really had a good day with the bat.
So the current run rate, 15 runs and over. 2 overs remaining. Haston Jackson comes out to join Darren Ned. Darren Ned on 13. Fairly fresh. Clyde, the 2 batsmen departing, got some huge scores. Smith, 52. And Hazard, 39.
The Saffron strikers, they're still up against it, because you look at Haston Jackson, he's known to hit a long ball. And so there's no letting up on Daryl Cyrus and his men.
Wishful thinking behind the stumps there, the wicket keeper. You've got to watch Daryl's Cyrus. Cyrus is attacking bowler. Lots of variation in his attack. just a misfield, just a little fumble, and they steal the second. So this is good running between the wickets here from the Clove challengers. They've kept up the attack. They've not let loose at all. They've not taken their feet off the pedal. They've maintained a good acceleration rate here.
Yeah, really outstanding. Good hustle, good bustle, and they're still clearing the boundary. So definitely they have their game plan set, and they're executing so far. I think the coaching staff will be happy.
Cyrus has gotten his man. Yeah, he's a crafty bowler, isn't he? Daryl Cyrus. And Darren Ned goes for 15, bowled, comprehensively bowled by Cyrus. And Cyrus tells him in the end, go on, get out of here. Your batting day is over today.
Yeah, quick fire, 15 from 10 deliveries. Darren Ned took a liking to St. Paul, but Cyrus, a bit more experience, a bit more purposeful in terms of what he's doing. Outfoxed him completely, and Cyrus will be happy.
So this looks like Kellis Andrew. That will be coming out now to join Haston Jackson. So both batters at the crease, not off the mark yet. So it's a fairly new pair. 122 for 3. And we're halfway inside the 9th over. What's your predicted score at the end of this one?
Well, at the end of the 10 overs, I'm estimating at least 130.
Kellis Andrew has Daryl Cyrus coming at him. Just one. So they've humbled things considerably, the Saffron strikers.
Yeah, I think the top order of the Clove challengers is a really formidable one.
Quicker delivery from Cyrus. And Jackson playing way late. It's just that that one was drifting down the leg side a little bit. He's bowled him again. Is he? No. Heard the sound of timber just... Daryl Cyrus just thought for a second.
Yeah, I think I heard the sound of the wheel, the ball hitting the stump.
It's just pounding into the surface right in front of the stump scam. Stump's microphone. Delicately played. We've got some sensitive equipment outside there. So, Daryl Cyrus at the end of 9 overs. The Saffron strikers have a lot of work in front of them because these Clove challengers are 126 for 3 and 1 over remaining in their innings.
Yeah, definitely want to make sure that this over goes for under 10, just to keep some sort of sanity on the score.
So who's going to bowl the final over? Sheldon Joseph will bowl the final over in this innings for the Saffron strikers. And the Kellis Andrew is on 2. Haston Jackson is on 1. 126 for 3 a Clove. Slower delivery, picked up cleanly. It has ballooned, but will it carry? Yes, it does. That's a maximum 6 runs. So Kellis Andrew picking up the slower delivery nicely and hoisting it over square leg for 6.
Yeah, you look at the the setup there. Definitely that delivery is not the type of delivery that Joseph should be bowling.
Well, that's all it is. Redemption for the bowler, redemption for Sheldon Joseph. And Kellis Andrew, who surely would have wanted to bat through the innings at least to get himself and give himself a good knock. He is perished. He was clean bowled by Sheldon Joseph. And it's 132 for 4.
Yeah, again, Joseph just keeping it on target, keeping that ball wicket to wicket and taking the top of the off stump.
So the captain, Preston McSween, comes out. He has 4 legal deliveries to face. And he has Sheldon Joseph coming at him. Sheldon Joseph has only gone for 12. Picked up one picked up 1 wicket. The wicket he just had there of Kellis Andrew. So Joseph is into McSween. As a drifting down leg, looking for the Yorker. That's sensible bowling now. He was looking for the Yorker, but just the wrong line.
Yeah, I think he saw McSween looking to give himself room, and he sort of followed him. There you look at it, just looking to follow him, not really allow him to free the arms.
Perfect length, wrong line.
Joseph is able to take on this sort of responsibility. I think Cyrus trusts him enough.
He's going to have to trust somebody and trust his experience. He does. This time he picks it up nicely, cleanly. Just 1. 2 would have been suicidal.
Yeah, right, Sean Williams down there having a pretty strong arm. You don't really want to take on that arm.
$134 for 4. Struck firmly back to the bowler. And good work there by Sheldon Joseph. Haston Jackson was halfway down the wicket already. So there was absolutely no point in him even trying to come back. And he was run out comfortably by the bowler, feeling off his own bowling. It was firmly struck, I can tell you that. Preston McSween really struck it firmly, but it went all the way back to Joseph, directly back to Joseph, and it was a bit of Velcro-ish moment. The ball stuck, and Joseph did the rest.
Yeah, really good hands there by Joseph, getting the right hand out, and you know, that one, as we say, it actually has to stick in the mitt and making easy, light work of it.
One legal delivery remaining. 134 for 5. Clove challengers. And the score 134 for 6. So Sheldon Joseph picking up wickets in this over, and he has been pretty well to hold back the Clove challengers, who got off to an explosive start. At one point they were 97 without loss, and they got to 134 for 6. The hard hitting of Devonnie Smith, who scored 52. He was bowled by Ruel Williams for 52, and then after that the bowling of Joseph the bowling of St. Paul, caught by Joseph Hazard, went for 39. After that, everything else was single digits, except somebody went for 15. I think it was Haston Jackson, or it was Ned. It was Darren Ned who went for 15. But save and accept that, everyone else in single digits, and it was a good restriction coming back to the tail end of the innings for the Saffron Strikers to restrict the Clove Challengers 134 for 6. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it says that when you look at what played out at the beginning of the innings, a score of under 140, Jason, is really something that says the Saffron Strikers did really well to come back into the game. Can they defend it? This is what is important.
Something for everyone.
Getting down to Grenada, we've created these incredible recipes for young chefs to essentially curate in the fashion of their culinary art. I'm very excited about this partnership. Grenada is known as a spice island, culinary capital in the Caribbean, as many have remarked.
What makes Grenadian cuisine so special? And the answer lies in the proximity of everything fresh.
I'm looking forward to uncovering the ingredients and the cultural expressions of Grenada in a pot. In Carriacou, we had an amazing time, but I was so impressed about the beauty of the island and the people. So warm, friendly. I felt it kind of like a challenge. I thought I could say something here. I could do something here. The idea of bringing Grenada into the global culinary conversation became the mantra. We have to tell that story.
Must tell that story. And we all tell that story.
Well, you are, one pot at a time.
3, 2, 1.
Liftoff. Crew is in orbit, traveling at nearly 17,000 miles an hour.
Middle, please. Yeah, that good. One. Alright, that good, yeah. Okay, leg, please. Move. Let him move, eh? Time. Bata, left arm over the wicket to you. It's good, yeah. Take him out. Come to. Come. Go, boys. Yeah, you're a little wide, but you're nice now. You're good. Let's talk. Right. Yo, what? You got two options. Alright, guys, let's go. Let him move. Keep going, Clove. Yeah.
So we're back at the last adjustment in field, and already the Saffron strikers who are up against it, they've just lost their first wicket. Hard hitting right Sean Williams has been caught. Preston McSween picking up that first wicket there in his very first delivery.
Gentlemen, can you shut off the music, please? Thank you. It's affecting the commentary. Please, thank you.
So it's over number 1, Preston McSween. In his very first over, picking up Raishon Williams. And the strikers, they really are up against the 8 ball. They need to play sensible cricket, a good hard cricket, proper cricket. If they intend to pull off a victory, they want to have a victory because they are the defending champions. They want to set the tone for this season.
Yeah, good breakthrough. First delivery by Preston McSween. And as we have seen with the second delivery, the amount of bounce and pace coming off the wicket. Again, Rondell indicates the quality of the pitch that they are playing on. But 135, good competitive score. We really saw that Clove Challengers really start off really briskly, hitting the ball all over the place and getting up to 134, which is a real good score. This is hit in the air. Again, someone is getting under it. And let's see, catch dropped at mid on there. Again.
Yeah, at this level, you want to take these sort of catches. It was in the air for eons, as we would say. Fielder really not judging it well. You have a stiff breeze, so I can tell you that the breeze would have, drifted it, pushed it, twirled it. But in these circumstances, you want to ensure that you hang on to these catches.
Yeah, good one. Bad miss there. I think he had a lot of time to get under it, but really, I think as we look at him, who is reversing, they always indicate that he having difficulty to get in the right position to take that catch, and it just fell through his hands.
So Charles understanding the need to get runs, but I think they need to really compose themselves. They have to recognize that the bowling matchups and how much you can get from every bowler is important. You have to play ball on merit, but at the same time, you have to find gaps in the field.
Again, you could see as the first over is completed, it's a 5 for 1. The ball just seemed to be rushing on to the batsman. Again, Charles looking to pull. He really was in no position as that ball rushed onto him. He's only able to get it out to mid-on. So the completion of the first over, Saffron strikers needing to get up to 135 for victory. They are 5 for 1. As we begin the second over, it's Haston Jackson, jersey shot number 47. He's bowling from this commentary booth end. Has with him quite a great deal of pace. Just has been able to get the ball to move quite a bit. Just struggled with a lot of no balls as we think back. A couple of seasons ago, he had an issue with no balls and wides.
Yeah, ball going through pretty quickly, but again, not really lining it up well. He will want to ensure that he gets a little closer, use his space to effect a couple of wickets. You do not want to be spraying it too wide. It's a free hit for the batters. Once they get their hands straight up over the field, it's a power play. So definitely you have the opportunity to score and score quickly.
That's a tremendous shot. Really good shot by Kem Charles. On the up, hit it smoothly through the covers, and that race across the surface down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, again, Charles understanding that Jackson he comes at you at a decent click. As it's there, he's just getting the hands through it. Really got the body into a nice position where he could carve it through the offside. And well-deserved 4.
It will be important for Saffron strikers to get off to a good start. Maybe set a good foundation. Going at 135, it means you really have to score quickly. You have to keep wickets in hand. And you see from those 2 deliveries, Kem Charles is not looking just to stay and defend, but again looking to force the pace. That last one going over cover and being able to pick up 2 runs.
Yeah, again, so as we were saying, Jackson does have a bit of pace, but he needs to settle. That one signaled wide, I'm guessing, for the height, passing over the shoulder of the batter. But he wants to utilize this space. He wants to get wickets. That will be key in containing the Saffron strikers. The Clove challengers, they have enough. I think they think that they have enough on board, but they need to be sensible about the chase.
Again, hits us flash down to third man, just to the right of the third man. But again, as you said before, Rondell, the pace of Jackson, just need to get back to ball, and you can see the race off the bat, and goes on to a wide third man for another boundary.
Yeah, a really good shot there by Charles. He's seen it well. Good hands through the ball, good quick hands, and got it down there. And in a flash, the fielder was just about 10, 12 yards away, but he had no chance of cutting that one off.
17 for 1. This partnership Really, it's 17 after losing the wicket with the first ball. Kem Charles on 12. Anil Matthew on 3. This one goes over cover, and that's one of the clear the long off fence for another 6. And really given a lot of room, he able to really swing the bat. And this one goes over long off for a maximum.
Now this is a tremendous shot. You look at that shot. This is really tremendous. The pace of Jackson, and Charles was able to stand tall all the way on the back foot and hit that over mid-off for 6. Really, this is an awesome shot. Look at that shot. All the way, carrying all the way for 6 runs. Kem Charles is in the mode this evening.
So Jackson now goes around the wicket. Still has again beaten for pace. That ball rushing on him and overthrow. And that ball goes down to the boundary for 4. There's a bit of loose feeling there as that ball was thrown to the non-striker's wicket and went down to the boundary for 4 overthrow.
Yeah, Clove challengers, they want to compose themselves. They have a good total on the board. No need to panic. That throw there suggests you're panicking. They need to just compose and really play good, proper level-headed cricket. Saffron Strikers, defending champions, they're going to come at you. You got to know that, but you got to keep yourself composed.
So the score is 28 for 1. It's still a delivery to go in this over. So have been a pretty expensive over by Jackson, gone for 23 so far. And we can add another 4 to that. Very expensive over, 32 for 1 at the end of the second over, and Jackson going for some 27 runs in this over. So 32 for 1, we certainly have a match on. Charles on 23 and Anil Matthew on 7. First boundary by Anil Matthew. Jackson ball his 1 over for 27 and Maxwell 1 over for 5. And we're going to see a change in that northern end, the road end.
And again, as I was saying earlier, the Clove challengers, they want to be as level as possible. At this stage, the second over in the first innings, the Clove challengers, they were 29 without loss. Saffron Strikers, they are 32 for 1. All right, it sets a good foundation for them to build an innings. Yeah, we saw what the openers did. Now, if these two continue in this vein, we could have a serious match on our hand that could go down to the final over.
Yeah, well, yeah, everything is possible. As Darren Ned pick up the attack. And Kem Charles.
Again, Charles is really seeing this ball well, and he just stood nice and tall, hands through the delivery over the offside. Beautiful shot. Everything was correct about that shot. The balance, the hands coming through just in front of the eyes and lifting it over the field. Kem Charles really is on song this evening.
Yeah, good shot. Just one bounce and it goes over the rope. Really no nonsense mood. He quickly moves to 27. And straight driven down to long on for yet another boundary. Really he's dealing in boundaries, Charles.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you capitalize on the power play. Hitting through the line of the delivery again. Ned guilty of over pitching. Good result for Saffron Strikers. Pressure back on the Clove challengers.
So Charles has now hit 4 fours and 1 6 in this inning. He's 31.
Keep going. One dot ball in on you under pressure. You're under pressure already. One dot ball. You're looking to go across the line, then Eddie.
So he has faced just 12 deliveries. He's Reese 31.
Getting Ned quite pacey. Getting that one through. Charles beaten there by the pace of Ned. Again, not really looking to keep his eyes on the delivery. He swung for the hills, but he will want to make sure that he makes some sort of connection because it could go and go very far.
Yeah, quite bowlers getting quite a lot of pace off of this wicket. Once again, pitch up and has gone the distance once again. Over pitch delivery, and Kem Charles giving it a full treatment, hit it really long on for 6, and he pushes the score up to 37 as we score 46 for 1, and we're still in the third over.
Yeah, Kem Charles is really, I mean, you have to, Saffron Strikers will be, really happy to see the way he has opened his innings, his account in season 20, season 4 of the Dream 11 Spicer T10 tournament.
A short lifting delivery to complete the over. And certainly the batsman a little disappointed not being signaled wide, but again another good over for Saffron Strikers. The 46 for 1 after 3 overs.
Yeah, Saffron Strikers surely reminding the Clove challengers that, they're here, they mean business. And so far, Kem Charles, 37 from 15 deliveries, is reminding them of that. They need to be wary. They need to make sure that they have the right plans and stick to the right plans if they're going to get this team under the total of 134.
Right, so we still seem to be in the same over. Umpire probably just changing the decision just lately with that lifting ball signal. Take it to signal a wide or probably a no ball with the fact that we had 2 lifting deliveries in the over. So still 1 more ball to bowl by Darren Ned. And the over has now completed. 47 for 1. Saffron Strikers after 3 overs. There's quite a bit of gathering of spectators we are seeing on the ground here this afternoon in this first encounter. Encouraging to see the support to this tournament.
Yeah, generally you have cricket here at La Sagesse, and it's the people tend to come out and support the cricket. What you would appreciate is that St. Andrew is just a click away. St. George is right there, and so you have that coming together of the St. David's people plus the outer parishes. It makes for a really nice atmosphere.
Yeah, really a good atmosphere. When you think about the atmosphere, you think about what we would have seen over at the National Stadium. It's really close to the picture, close to really the game, and everybody just seemed to be into it.
So it's Amikel Dubisset from the pavilion end. Starting with the wide, pressure will be on him. He has been a really good, decent option for the Clove Challengers over the years. He's been with a couple of teams, and they all look at him as someone who is miserly in his approach. They can count on him to keep the runs down.
Well, I must say he's one of the really thinking bowlers we have seen over the years. You know, a hard worker, really a thinking cricketer. I use a lot of variations, you know, in that he's going to bowl a slow one, and you know he's the sort of bowler that could hit a line and keep it. And we have seen over the years that he have been really impressive when given the ball. And one aspect, you know, he could look to pull back things a bit. It's into the fourth over. We're already 49 for 1, and really the rate of scoring is a good one.
Yeah, again, Charles, the mode of Charles is suggesting that at the Clove Challengers, they will have to bowl and bowl well. Look at that delivery through the line of the ball. Hands just going through smoothly, lifting this one high, hard, and handsome for 6. Kem Charles is on the charge.
Yeah, over pitch delivery and given the right treatment. And as we know, Dubisset is not quick. He just over pitched this one, and Charles really was into it and had no difficulty in hitting it over long on for another maximum.
Dubisset will have to be on song here. They're looking for him as the hope. He has a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and Maxwin will need him to respond. So far, he has gone for some 9 runs of 3 deliveries. Will want to ensure that he closes out this over in the Dubisset-like manner that we know of him. Anything outside of this, the Saffron Strikers, with the momentum that they've gained, will do.
Dubisset is hitting this one down to long, just over Jackson, who is jumping there, gets his hand to it, but really couldn't hold on. And yet another maximum. And the Saffron Strikers really continue to travel quickly. Score rushes on to 62 for 1. But here's Jackson just jumping and getting both hands hit, but very difficult there. And yet another maximum. So really, it has been action-packed. Really, Saffron Strikers really coming hard. 62 for 1, still in the 4th over.
I'm telling you, these Saffron Strikers, they mean business. 134, they're giving it the charge. They're really going at it. Matthew coming into his own 20 from 5 deliveries. Kem Charles 44 from 18, and they seem to be the pair that is going to bring the Saffron Strikers, if not victory, but close to victory.
Yeah, the pressure is really on. Short delivery and hammered over mid-wicket for another 6, and we could see that the Saffron Strikers are really taking charge. Know that there have been discussion. There are a lot of concern shown out there by Clove Challengers. They had to find a way to stop this onslaught. As you rightly said, Kem Charles is 44 just from some 18 deliveries. And now we see the batter of Anil Matthew, who rushes to 20. He has been very silent, but he has only faced 5 deliveries. .68 for 1. Dubisset. Another wide. He has gone for 22 in this over. Still with the delivery remaining.
I can tell you the excitement is on. The supporters are here, and you can hear the noise in the background.
Really ended well with a delivery right up the Yorker length, no, and going through the keeper. So the end of the fourth over. Saffron Strikers need to get 135 for victory. They are 69 for 1.
Yeah, 69 for 1. Pressure is on, a really tense game on our hands here. At the last just playing field, it's day 1, match 2 of the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 Tournament 2024 edition.
Yeah, we are seeing some exciting batting, really some exciting batting. We see Clove challengers batting off Devon Joseph. Pretty exciting, get the first 50, get on to 52. But we are now seeing a gem from Kem Charles. Probably his best inning, I would think, in this sort of tournament. He would have played over the last few years, but this score of 44 here, I think, is the most aggressive inning I've seen him play. And he certainly looked the part.
Well, he has featured a lot for his bowling in previous editions. I think he always has the ability to bat, and he's showing that given the opportunity, he's going to raise his hand and he's going to look to score some runs.
Swung over mid-wicket for another 6. As we see Court Murray first delivery, ball just kind of angling down the leg side, and Charles picked it up and swing it over mid-wicket, and that brings up his 50. Really a knock-off, 19 deliveries, just 24 minutes. He had 4 fours and 4 sixes. What a tremendous inning. He's gone again. This one goes over long on, and that clears actually the fencing. Goes for another huge 6 by Kem Charles. Really pushes the score very quickly up after 5 overs to 81 for 1. And Kem Charles, with his 5th 6, moved to 56.
Kem Charles is on the charge, and I don't know what it's going to take to stop him right now. The mode he's in, he's looking to dispatch everything over the boundary ropes. And Kurt Murray will definitely need to pull out the bag of tricks if he's going to contain the hard-hitting Kem Charles and the mode that he's in.
Yeah, and Kurt Murray, one of our under-19 players, one of our upcoming players. He also represented the Windwards and is one of the talents we look forward to here in Grenada, but has been treated roughly with 2 deliveries going out of the park. Now goes over the wicket. And this, well, added more insult. This one goes down to the boundary for 4 byes. 4 wide signal there. As he again pushes one just down the leg side.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty rough initiation for the Junior Sportsman of the Year. You come from under 19, you come into the T10, and Kem Charles is saying you're bowling to big men here.
Again, just looking to push it into the pad there. And Charles again looking for the big shot on the leg side. Balls just comes off the pad. It's 87 for 1, 5th over. It has been really a tremendous start by Saffron Strikers.
Yeah, Murray will want to take a page from the bowlers, the spin bowlers from the earlier edition, the earlier game, where you realize the wicket is a true wicket. You can play through the line, but you just need to slow it up a bit and ask the batsman to think about where he wants to hit it.
Yeah, this is one of the few shots that Charles would have really missed. I think he can look in the swing and just get it back to the bowler, but one would have thought that this is one of the deliveries he probably would have gone with. Bowl him right up, and Murray come back. They strongly pitch it right up, and we saw the Charles as we look at the replay. He probably again looking for the big shot, hitting across it, missed, and of course Murray taking up the all-important wicket of Kem Charles.
Again, as we were saying, and as I just alluded to, you need to be a bit slower. And I think Kem Charles recognizing that that one was not as fast, played a lot too quick, and the ball just cannoning into the stump long after the ball reached the batsman.
Yeah, we have heard the applause. He have been really applauded for pretty good inning. He was there for a pretty short time, I think just 28 minutes. He faced 23 deliveries, hit 4 fours and 5 sixes, and really has given Saffron strikers some really not more than a glimmer of hope, but of getting to that target of 135.
Yeah, really, these two have set a really good foundation for the chase. 88 for 2 after 5 overs, just slightly ahead of the Clove challengers at this stage. The only difference is that they've lost 2 wickets. The challengers, they didn't lose a wicket at that stage, but what we know is that there's still some firepower to come from the Saffron strikers, so it makes for a very interesting 5 overs.
Well, the partnership, the current run rate is 17.6, and they just require 9.4 to get past that score. So we need just about 47 more runs from 5 overs. Preston Maxwell going to come with his second over. 88 for 2 after 5 overs. Hit down to long on for 4. Beat the long on fielder and goes across the rope. Again, full toss and given the right treatment by Anil Matthew. As he stroked it just past the long on fielder for 4.
Yeah, Matthew looking to keep up the momentum. Just 8.9 runs needed. So far that boundary will ease the pressure. They can now rotate, the ball around once it's there to hit, you hit it. But they can relax and rotate the ball around and be in command. Again, Maxwell looking to bowl his over here now to sort of keep the pressure that Cut Murray just brought with the removal of Kem Charles. If he can get a wicket or 2 here now, that could really set the Saffron strikers back a bit. So, a good thinking by him.
Yeah, Clove challengers will want to just pull back a bit, maybe bowl 2 quiet over, then maybe then look to put the pressure on. So the last few overs were going at 17 and over 20. If they could pull it back maybe just to get maybe 4 runs in the over, they would feel that they still have a chance in pulling things back.
Yeah, so far Maxwell has done well. Kept the boundaries to just 1, but making sure that he bowls the balls in areas where they have to, really hit and hit well, keeping it right up to the bat. A little too full, but the idea is right.
And there was Walker pushing the cover there, and really no one backing up there. And the ball being thrown to the non-strikers in. Again, an overthrow. Walker is on 3. 27 to Anil Matthew. And Maxine here right up. And just getting past the bat of Walker as he concluded the 6th over. 97 for 2.
Yeah, and really, and this is what Maxwin really wanted, just an over of quiet, as we rightly alluded to. Now the ratio says you need 38 from 24 deliveries. So from here on in, they will want to build pressure, keep the boundaries as minimal as possible, and hope that they can restrict the Saffron strikers.
Well, you have the bowling of Jackson to come back. One would think that Court Murray is going to bowl his second over. His first over went for 18. And picking up the important wicket of Kem Charles. You know, he would want to make sure that this over is really a tight one, not to give away nothing more than probably 4 runs again in this over. And 97 for 2. So they're not out of it. It just calls for 2 good overs just to put the pressure on.
Yeah, really interesting, well poised, evenly poised, I would put it. It can go either way. It's about keeping your nerve, it's about doing the right things at the right time, and that will determine your winner.
Doing the right thing, picking up the singles. But much better over by Courtmore. Again, he will have gained some confidence in picking up that wicket of Kem Charles. Again, it speaks to the coolness even under pressure. Hit down to long on, straight to long on, and picked up the second wicket. Again, Anil Matthew looking to clear long on, was not able to. And the fielder went straight down to, I think it's Jackson down there. That take that catch, and he had picked up his second wicket.
Yeah, again you alluded to the coolness, the calmness of Murray. Just 17 years of age, playing in his first Spice T10, removing the hard-hitting Kem Charles, removing Anil Matthew, who was going at a decent click. So he has picked up 2 very important wickets, and you see him just looking just calm and easy. It says that this youngster has a good head on his shoulders, one that we need to look forward to for the future.
Yeah, they are certainly, as we know, the Murray brothers. They are twins, and 2 of the exceptional young talent we have in Grenada, both of whom would have played at the Windwards level. I think, yes, one went on to play for the Windwards in the West Indies tournament. And they would have contributed immensely Windwards cricket, Grenada cricket. They have been the players to look at, and it's so good to see now that they are coming up and now are involved in this T10 tournament, and they should only improve from where they are. But it's importantly to see the cool head. You came into the attack and was hit out of the ground first 2 deliveries, and really look as though everything over. But he kept cool, he kept calm, changed his angle, and was able to pick up 2 wickets. He's in his 1.3 overs, he would have now picked up 2 wickets. So another tight over, 2 tight over. This game could be really, really interesting. Oh, he goes around the wicket. Javel St. Paul replaces Matthew. First delivery made no contact.
Again, St. Paul, a very dangerous customer with the bat. So far, good over by Murray, doing the job for the challengers. The boundaries have been restricted. The required rate at the start of the over was just about 8, has leaped up to 11. And once they continue on this vein, it means that they're going to ask the Saffron strikers to, put the metal or the willow to the leather.
Yeah, I guess good run in there. And that completes the 7th over. So this over just going for 5 runs. And again, picked up another wicket. Saffron strikers 103. After 7 overs, still requiring now 33 runs in 3 overs.
Yeah, 33 from 18. The way this ball game goes, this T10 and T20 cricket now, 33 from 18, you would say advantage to the batting team. The bowling team will have to bowl really well, and let's hope that they can do that.
So we're looking at, seem to be, it's Darren Ned. Darren Hippolyte, the off spinner, and he's in for his first over. Game's really interestingly poised. We have the experience of Jackson, who didn't bowl a good over first up. That's a bit of poor feeling by that mid-wicket fielder that seemed to be, I guess, one of the best fielders on the team. It seemed to be Darren Ned, allowing the batsman to get 2.
So they will require a bit of boundary clearing if they're going to keep this run rate and keep the momentum that they had at the top of the innings. So far, Hippolyte has done well. 2 deliveries, 3 runs, not really giving up anything. And he is expected to close off this over really nicely, just to build a bit of pressure and keep the game, in the balance for the challengers.
Hit this one goes over mid-wicket. Good shot. And that cleared the mid-wicket boundary for 6. Important blue struck there by Walker. Just playing with the tide, the off spinner coming forward, playing with the tide and lifting it over mid-wicket. That would have eased some pressure.
Certainly has eased the pressure a bit. That boundary just settling things for the Saffron strikers. They require just 9.6 on over now. Smooth sailing from here. Keep their composure.
Out stumped. Walker looking for the big shot. Missed. And Hazard behind his stump doing the rest. And again, 111 for 4.
Yeah, the commentators, because I was just saying, just keep his head. There he comes, charging down the wicket. No contact, and he's out stumped. So just giving it away. Clove challengers, they will appreciate that wicket. It means that there is a bit of pressure building once again, and the batters to come, they will have to ensure that they clear the boundaries.
Yeah, Cyrus is a captain, a capable player. He's one that could really clear the boundary. And certainly it will rest on him as we look at the dismissal of Walker. Yeah, really was in no position. But he's this sort of player that also hits the ball hard. Young player, also just coming off the under-19s. Well, it's good to see some of the young players involved in the T10, in this T10 tournament, coming off the under-19 cricket.
Yeah, it's good to see. We have quite a few of them featuring, and so far they have lived up to the expectations. .24 from 13 deliveries. Captain Cyrus, Javel St. Paul, two good, powerful strikers of the cricket ball. Can they bring it home?
Run out, Cyrus there. And what tragedy. They're pushing the ball to covers and really rushing down for probably a non-existent single as we look at the replay here. Ball hit firmly. Good bounce to the cover fielder. Certainly another big blow struck there.
Yeah, definitely a big blow. No need to run. You have St. Paul. It's the last ball of the over. St. Paul, you know, can clear the boundary. You don't have nothing to worry about. You just have to trust him. Cyrus left off for a non-existent single and losing his wicket. So a big blow. Clove challengers again, just putting the bind on the Saffron strikers. Can they hold their nerve?
Well, there's 24 from 2, just only 5 wickets down. But the pressure, that game has just turned and can go either way. But once since the pressure is beginning to build on Saffron strikers, trying to get up to that 135, which is required for victory. Jackson, who had bowled his first over for 27, is now going to pick up the attack to bowl his second over. He pulled it just going for 9 in that first over. And really, we have an interesting game on our hands. Probably one from Jackson and one from Hippolyte.
Jackson will need to really put in a good over here. His first over went for 27 runs. You cannot get anywhere close to that if you really want to restrict the Saffron strikers. I know that Javel St. Paul is a powerful striker, so anything offline, off-link, he will look to get his hands through it and look to get the maximum.
Yes, St. Paul's have no choice now but to try to take as much strike as possible. Again, concentration, focus. No, you're not looking for pace now, but to pitch the ball on a good length and line. Try to keep it right up. If you could do that, really will become really difficult. Good delivery first up, right up. And St. Paul looking to drive, made no contact. You see.
Yeah, good delivery, just nipping back into St. Paul. Really didn't get the room that he was looking for, and so that one just cut him in half.
Yeah, but he's more focused now. He's very particular in the way he pitches the delivery. You don't want to be short, you don't want to be over pitched. And with the pace that he has, if he can keep it, it'll make it very difficult.
Got over so far, keeping it simple, keeping it, you know, as you rightly said, in the good area, ensuring that don't give the batsman a chance to really free the arms, and so Jackson has rebounded well. Just needs to close off these 3 deliveries without any boundaries, and I think we can safely say that Clove challengers will have a hand on that on the victory this evening.
Yeah, you just have to avoid no boundaries. So far, he has done well in this over. 1 from 3. Really right up. Good line. Good length. Yeah, it's very difficult to hit from there. You call for your top players to be able to make adjustment to deal with the Yorkers. And it's very, very difficult from there. Run rate pushes up to 17.2.
Yeah, Jackson has just done really well for his team, putting quite a bit of pressure back onto St. Paul and the Saffron Strikers. He will need to respond. They have two more, one delivery remaining. You want to make sure that this delivery stays in the park.
It's in the air. Someone is getting under it. Takes the catch. And tremendous over volley by Jackson. And he finishes with 1 for 29. So he probably just had just about 2 runs coming from this over. And picking up another wicket. Tremendous over. And now really Saffron Strikers up against it, 113 for 6 with just 1 over to go.
Yeah, good comeback over from Haston Jackson. Really brilliant. Only 2 runs coming from it. He went for 27 off the first one, and this one going for 2. It says that he understood what he did wrong and he made the correction. And so right now the ascendancy is with the Clove challengers. They seem poised to win this game.
Well, they need to get 20. The Saffron Strikers need 22 from the final over. And really it calls for some big hitting. Jackson does have the ability, as we know, Rondell. He's quick, and he does have the ability to do quite a lot. Going for 27 in that first over. Again, I think he was looking for too much pace. You want to run up and bowl fast. This was a situation where you had to come in and really make sure runs is not being scored. And we saw the difference. Yes, he came from the northern end. He started from the southern end, but you could see he came in as a different bowler. And really to bowl that over just for 2 runs and picking up a wicket, I think it's a remarkable effort. And certainly they'll put Clove challengers, I think, in a really strong position to win this game.
So it's the final over in match number 2. It's the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 Tournament 2024. Played right here at the Last Just Playing Field. And so far we've had a really entertaining day. So there's a lot of pressure out there. You want to ensure that you do everything as it should be done. Ned so far doing all that he needs to do.
Yes, Ned went for 15 in his first over. He would want to, even though he goes for 15 in this over, it will be victory. But really, we want to make sure this is a better over. He had 3 conceded in the first 2 deliveries. Hit. Where does this one go? Okay. Just a single being scored there. So 117 for 6. 3 deliveries left, and really has been a brilliant comeback.
wide delivery there. The probability now with the Saffron Strikers, 3 sixes can give them a victory. Might be a bit optimistic, but this is cricket, this is a ball game. You never know what could happen.
Well, it's all possible. We had even today 3 sixes being hit in succession. So really, it's not impossible. $118 for 6. This one is hit in the head. It's hit long and goes over longer for 6. So that's one gone. Just need 2 more. That ball was over pitch, and Joseph got under it and hit it nicely over longer for 6.
Probability still there. 2 deliveries, 2 sixes. Victory for Saffron Strikers. It's not improbable. It's just barely possible.
124 for 6. Requiring 135. This one is hit down to long on for a single. And really that should signal victory for Clove Challengers. Well, providing there's no more extras.
Yeah, Ned at this stage just needs to get the ball to the other end and
can't afford to give away a boundary. Ball a legal delivery. And that goes down to the boundary for 4. Comes off the edge. And that's the end of what is an interesting game. 129 for 6. And the Clove Challengers coming off victory. A very interesting game.
Yeah, victory for the Clove Challengers. Only by 6 runs. It meant that, you know, the Saffron Strikers, they did a lot to bring themselves back into a game like this. But Clove Challengers held their nerve. They didn't get perturbed by the hitting of Kem Charles and Anil Matthew. They were able to bring victory home.
Yeah, it has been a good comeback by Clove Challengers. Remembering that Saffron Strikers were 88 in 5 overs. 88 in 5 overs for 1. 88 for 2 in 5 overs, which meant you only wanted for the next 5 overs. You wanted some 47 runs. They were able to fall short by 5. So it really have been a good comeback. One really had to speak again to the bowling of Jackson, who came back for his last over. Really kept the pressure on. Then we had Hippolyte came in and then bowl a good over and really kept things tight. But it has been a tremendous game. We have seen some top class hitting, batting. We saw Kem Charles and we saw Devani Joseph. We saw Anil Matthew to a lesser extent. But really has been an interesting game, and I think Clove Challengers deserve to play the better cricket and certainly come out on top by 5 runs.
Yeah, I mean they played the better cricket in the end. I think the game was really so nicely poised that, you know, at the halfway stage it could have gone anywhere.
Well, you felt at the halfway stage that obviously Striker's going to run away with it. Really, the way they were traveling. But the bowling of Court Murray, the coolness, he was able to come back and strike brilliantly. So at the end of this second game, Clove Challengers defeated Saffron Strikers by 5 runs. Scores 134. Made by Clove Challengers and Strikers 129 for 6. We now go down to Kerry on the ground, so the man of the match.
Welcome to the post-match ceremony for match number 2 in the Dream 11 Spice L T10 tournament. an impressive victory for the Clove Challengers over the defending champions, the Saffron Strikers. First of all, we're going to present the Man of the Match award to Devonnie Joseph Smith for his excellent performance in today's encounter, being adjudged the Man of the Match. Devonnie, 50 plus, must be pleased with your performance to get your guys' first victory for the season.
Of course, it's always a pleasure, to perform for the team. I'm glad that I really got that a hit out there, because for the past few months I've been struggling with runs. So it's good to see that I'm performing and I'm getting to my objective day by day.
Certainly responded well to being asked to open the innings position. I'm sure you'll be relishing doing a task you'll be doing for the rest of the tournament for your squad.
Well, anyhow I can support the team and help the team, I'll raise up my hand, So if it's to open, if it's the back three, it doesn't matter, just go out there and do my best for the team.
Jan Hazard had your guys off to a very good start. What was the condition like on this track?
It was a really good track, you just had to get, a few hits in to really assess, So and we did that very well, I think we was 70-something in the fourth, after the power play. So that was a really good partnership between me and Hazard that really set the tone for the team.
All right, well, Devonnie, congratulations to you and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to have some odds with the captain of the Saffron Strikers. Not the sort of start you guys would have wanted to. Certainly a lot to learn from today's encounter.
Yeah, definitely a very poor performance from our team. Kudos to the Clove Challengers on a good way.
Started off not well, but you'd have pulled back well. I'm sure you'd have been very pleased, relatively pleased with the effort of the bowlers to restrict the Challengers just 234 after they being 70 plus in the first 4 overs.
Yeah, definitely. We pulled back in the second half of the bowling effort, and when we batted, we fall short by 6 runs, where I think that we could have made up in the field.
All right, so the batting again started off well. Kem Charles, really exciting innings, being used in number 3 position. How pleased were you with his effort?
Yeah, very pleased. Kem has been working on his game for the past year, and it's showcasing in that here now in this tournament.
All right, well, Daryl, commiseration, all the best to Saffron Strikers for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, thanks.
Preston McSween off the mark quite early, so did last year, and I'm sure you'd have been pleased with the effort by the boys out there today.
Of course, look at the performance of Devonnie today. First time in my franchise, and he had the courage and the enjoyment to go there and want to represent us, and it shows on the field. The guys is a new group, so we're trying to build a nice family, and for now, I can't ask for a better thing as a captain.
Today looked like it was fun, a lot of fun for the batsmen. Must be pleased with the openers, Hazard, and as you spoke to Devonnie Joseph Smith, got the guys so after a very good start. Pleased with those efforts?
Of course. The way how the guys started, we was at least 70 in the first 3 overs. As a captain, if I want more than that, then I'll be a greedy man. But they actually played some good cricket in patches. Still think we need to work on our rotation at the strike and just capitalizing on some of the loose bowling that the bowlers and then put through. But other than all, I think that the team played excellent to score as much runs and still defend this total with the Saffron Strikers playing so well.
Picked up a wicket quite early in the encounter, but there was a special partnership between Matthew and Kem Charles. Had you guys under the pump for a bit, but must be pleased with the effort of your bowlers to pull it back after that initial onslaught.
Of course, it was a kind of nerve-wracking situation as a captain, when you actually spoke about plans in the dressing room. And we haven't quite well hit our straps, but that's the first game of the tournament, so forgive me if I'll be too hard on my players, but we came with a standard, and I promise that we should live up to it, and I feel that we're in the best position to actually win some games, more games this year.
Finally, a word on Cut Murray. His 2 overs there in the middle would have certainly been a turning point for your innings. How pleased were you with his efforts?
To be honest, we had to change plans while we were out there, so I was like, it don't make sense bowling over the wicket because you're giving the batsmen and them too much room to hit the ball. So let's cram them a little bit, and it actually paid off. So well done to him. And he's another one brand new in our franchise as well. So he's happy to see that the people who I picked are actually coming to the party very early.
All right, well, Preston, congratulations on today's encounter. We certainly look forward to seeing more from the Clove Challengers.
Thank you.
So that was the views of the captains and the player of the match in the second match in the Dream 11 Spicel T10 tournament for season 4. Certainly been an exciting day of cricket, and we look forward to more action tomorrow when we see 2 more big matchups.
Thank you, Kerry. There we have it, the end of the first days of play. We had 2 matches today, and yes, it have been really interesting games, and Rondell, I think we can all feel pleased to see that things really went off smoothly. We saw some brilliant performances, and the two teams that would have wanted, they really deserve to win.
Yeah, really excellent start for the 4th edition of the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament. You couldn't ask for anything better. Come tomorrow, we have another 2 games. You can look forward to the Cinnamon Pacers. They were winners today. They're going to come up against the Saffron Strikers, who lost in this match. And the game number 2 will feature the other 2 teams that we have not yet seen, the Nutmeg Warriors and the Bay Leaf Blasters. I can tell you, from what we've seen from the Pacers, from what we've seen from the Saffron Strikers, we're yet to see the Nutmeg Warriors and the Bay Leaf Blasters. It's going to be action. It's going to be keen cricket. And I'm just encouraging everyone to stay tuned to the live. If you can be here, be at the Lassages playing field for more fun, more enjoyment. This, the 4th edition of the Spice Isle T10 tournament. Remember, we're coming at you from 12:30 tomorrow with ball-by-ball action. Stay tuned.
Something for everyone.
Getting down to Grenada, we've created these incredible recipes for young chefs to essentially curate in the fashion of their culinary art. I'm very excited about this partnership. Grenada is known as a spice island, culinary capital in the Caribbean, as many have remarked.
What makes Grenadian cuisine so special? And the answer lies in the proximity of everything fresh.
I'm looking forward to uncovering the ingredients and the cultural expressions of Grenada in a pot. In Caratoon, we had an amazing time, but I was so impressed about the beauty of the island, and the people were so warm, friendly. I felt it kind of like a challenge. I thought I could say something here. I could do something here. The idea of bringing Grenada into the global culinary conversation became the mantra. We have to tell that story.
Must tell that story. And we are telling that story.
Well, you are, one pot at a time.
3, 2, 1.
Liftoff. Crew is in orbit, traveling at nearly 17,000 miles an hour.
The Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 Season 4. Feel the heat.
Bowled in, gone, an absolute beauty.
June 8th to June 22nd. Organized by the Grenada Cricket Association. Venue, Lassages Playing Field, St. David. Teams in action. The defending champs, Saffron Strikers, Bay Leaf Blasters, Clove Challengers, Cinnamon Pacers, Ginger Generals, and Nutmeg Warriors. 14 days of action.
Everybody can't wait for it to start.
30 matches.
Beautifully placed.
Top local and regional players.
Lovely timing.
One venue, Lassages St. David. Feel the heat. June 8th to June 22nd. The Dream 11 Spice Isle T10